All right. Well, moving on to Elaine Katura. She's a friend of mine. We met through the proactive wellness space years ago. And I love hearing from Elaine about the changes that, her body has made since she started with three. So welcome, Elaine. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Cassie. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you for asking me. Always learn so much on these Wednesday wellnesses, and I enjoy it.
Great. I would love for you to share with everybody your story, some things that you have noticed that has kind of transformed your health.
Yes. Gotta say, we've been talking about Vitalite tonight. It is my very favorite, and I have a couple big reasons for that. I would start out about 10 years ago, I had migraines very frequently. They were hormonal, as it turned out, but as the only thing that could get rid of it would be the ibuprofen or any of the NSAIDs. But ibuprofen like candy, I was popping it, and it was the only thing that took care of it. And so I didn't see those results for a couple of years, but it turned out I was having lots of gut problems. I needed to go find a map of every building that I was going to know exactly where the bathrooms were because it was going to be an emergency if I needed to find one. So um, I finally took care of it. I went to a doctor, found out what was really going on, and I gave myself microscopic colitis, as it turned out. And it took a couple years to treat that. So I try now. The moral of the story is stay away from those ibuprofen like that. Don't eat it like candy. So now I don't unless I have a really bad headache again. So it is really the still the only thing that takes care of it. So I will take a couple and it usually gets rid of the migraine or whatever little bit of headache I have. But I don't have to worry about those gut problems anymore. And at first, when I started taking Vitalite, I thought, oh gosh, I hope this is really going to help me. And I had no problems whatsoever. So it was such a blessing to have the Vitalite that takes care of my issues. If I have a headache and need to take some ibuprofen, I'm all set. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And then the second reason I love Vitalite is because I have been practicing intermittent fasting for about 3 years. And I've always wondered which nutrients I'm missing out on because you can't get all of those goodness, all the veggies and the fruits and all the greens that you need, all the nutrients in our bodies just from one or two meals a day. So I was very pleased because I just thought, oh my gosh, where am I going to get I can't eat enough fish. And then when I started reading the box of the Vitalite, I thought, I am all set. All of these boxes are checked. It was fabulous. So now I don't have to worry about that. And if I do cheat and have, an awful day, I know that all of those nutrients and then the Purify later that evening will help too. So I am pretty much all set. And there's just no way that um, you could get as much as in the Vitalite. And you couldn't get all of that in your diet in one day. It's like a meal replacement. It's fantastic. So that's what I think about Vitalite. I think everyone should be taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you can tell from everybody that spoke here that, bridging the nutritional gaps is a really big deal.
Mhm.
I think across the globe, but especially here in America, the culture that we created as far as, making things very easy. And the way that we eat processed foods and all of that stuff, everything that Elaine talked about. I will tell you, being friends with Elaine for as long as I have, when she talks about, headaches and how she used to take ibuprofen like candy, that is actually very true. She has a lot less headaches too. But I love that, she doesn't have to search for a bathroom, like, it's a really bad feeling when you travel, you have to plan for bathrooms and being able to
Mhm.
know where they are, especially when it's the gut that's messing with you because a lot of times the gut doesn't give you a lot of warning, which happened with Elaine. So Um, Dr. Hong, why don't you, just kind of touch on some things that Elaine shared with us and go from there.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Elaine, for sharing
Sure.
that, because we are hearing now more and more that gut health actually affects nearly everybody because we actually don't have the microbiome in our gut to like function perfectly. And as you correctly said, so Elaine, you can't even get you won't even be able to, even if you with the best intention, even if you have a nutritionist background, you find that it is impossible, really impossible for you to first of all get all the products which has the ingredients that you need that will match vitality.
Yeah.
There's no way I would be able to walk into a supermarket or pharmacy and say, I want 72 trace elements, please. And they will know where to start, right? and then, and plus all the other things, and probiotics, prebiotics, and all the other digestive enzymes, A, B, C, D, all in one. I said, not separately, not 15 bottles, which was basically 10 to 15 bottles I used to use. It's
Right.
true. Yeah, during the lockdown, and I'm embarrassed to say, people in the lockdown, I don't know what happens in America, but in Australia, especially in regional towns, the supermarket is always showing no more toilet paper, no more toilet paper. We didn't worry about that. We actually rushed to the pharmacy and stock our basket with supplements. We want supplements, we want supplements. That was before I even knew about three or quality nutrition supplements because we were more afraid of not being able to access food and then we have no supplements. So what you have is an easy solution, and I value that so much. Just by
Mhm.
way of example, just in the month of February, we travel a lot. We still do travel a lot now as a couple, and then we make sure that we take the first thing we pack actually are the three supplements. But over 16 days, we drove on a four-wheel drive on the road from east coast of Australia to west coast of Australia, 10,000 kilometers in a four-wheel drives over 16 days. And I took all the supplements, and every day we are like a new person. I have no gut health issues. I actually, when you go to remote areas, it is very hard to find where's the nearest bathroom. Where's
Uh-huh.
so
Uh-huh.
when you shared that story, which I dare not share, I was too embarrassed to share. That used to be my life when I travel. First thing is, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? Yeah, so no, I think we are all on the right journey here, and it's not only the vitality. I found that Immune also helps because Immune has got the innate blend and also the immunity blend, the adaptive immunity blend, the quorum sensing blend, and it also helps our gut bacteria, and
Yeah.
80% of our immunity is from the gut. But so when it's all combined, the
Yeah.
fact that you don't have to take medication anymore, which was what my husband took before. He had to take ibuprofen, he had to take painkillers before he could go and serve, and he comes back, he's always exhausted. Now he can serve like a 20-year-old. And I think these products, which I like to just briefly touch, recently, as part of my annual health check, I for the first time, my GP sent me to a cardiologist to have this is the new trending thing, which is your cholesterol count of blood works. That it's not a good indicator of your heart health. So they persuaded me to go and have a ECG and then a CT calcium score. And he rang
Mhm.
me and he said, Caroline, I don't know what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, please keep doing it because you got at your age, you got a heart health, yeah, like healthier than somebody 20 to 30 years younger than yourself. So I laugh. I said, not only am I young at heart, I have a young heart. My cardiologist confirmed that. So Elaine, I think you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.